Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, what a day of Dota we've already had, and hopefully we'll continue to have, Lacoste. Already we've seen Penta qualify, defeating OG in a best of 3, 2-0, but we've got our second series of the day, and we'll have our second qualified team of the day for Genting after this one. What have we got in store for them? Some Dota 2?
Some Dota 2, yeah, it's gonna be a good Dota 2. Every time Kinguin plays, it's a good Dota. We're already into the draft.
5 seconds
because
remaining.
we started early, which is pretty uncommon for Dota.
Yeah, the countdown was a lie. See, I put the countdown as like 2 or 3 minutes added, because usually we start, a couple of minutes late, but we started 5 minutes early. Very, very good. So Kinguin against Planet Dog. Kinguin have been looking pretty hot recently. Very together as a team, it feels like. You look at their players, look at their MMR badges, and you're like, what? They can't be that good. They don't even have people in the top 2,000. They're just Divine 4, Divine 5 or something. But no, these guys are legit.
Yeah, let's break down the draft. Bane Tusk, that's really good. Good gank setup, a lot of saves, Snowball plus a Nightmare. Tidehunter being picked up by Planet Dog. Instantly Doom pick just to counter the Tidehunter, one of the better counters to the Tide. Venge, still don't know if it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be a safe lane Venge.
10 seconds remaining.
Looking like it. Yeah, but we didn't mention Kaiser is missing for Planet Dog. So Borania, he played recently for Elements Pro Gaming until they disbanded.
He's a pretty good player.
Yeah, also they, for those who don't know, they swapped the players. 33 is back on the off lane from the carry role, and Bambo is gone. Dichara is playing that safe lane carry role now.
So a bit of a swap up there for them. So weird, I can barely see the Venge. The anchor is just in the way. When you said there's a Venge in this game, I was like, where? Sorry?
And now, look at it now.
Yeah. Right, where have you gone, little woman? Well, yeah, Borania, like he honestly, when he came onto EPG, the first time I saw him, he really did impress me. I think he played Shadow Fiend and TA in his first 2 games, and he looked super sick. It's difficult to kind of break out into a new team and all that. He had a few poor performances after that, but then when Mirana started becoming strong again, this guy is just disgustingly good on this hero. When they added triple leaps, he's just using them aggressively, jumping in, getting long-range arrows. He knows what's up. So he'll be playing mid for Planet Dog here, I'd assume.
Yeah, because Kaiser is missing, so... That is correct, Gary.
Oh, yeah.
Great King ban.
Cool.
Maybe they watch Planet Dog play.
There's a Lone Druid ban and a Wraith King ban, right? Medusa final pick for Kinguin. For Nisha, they'll have that exotic deer, Tiny, likely. A very sorry, excuse me. A very Kinguin draft if I've ever seen one. Well, Planet Dog, so far, they've got elements of a great draft here for them, bit of teamfight control, lots of roaming. Venge and Mirana, both pretty good at hitting towers when you've got that Vengeance aura and a frontliner like the Tide to be able to control things up. But do you expect this to be a 5-role hero to come out? They have left the window open for Venge to go back in there, but I don't think I've seen a Venge support in a long time.
She is a decent support, not the best, especially against hero like a Doom. Plus, I think Venge plus Earth Spirit duo, it's not that strong, especially because Venge is such a low-range hero.
Choose your hero.
I still don't know where these heroes are going. Dog player is Visage. 5.88% is Milan, so he's on the Earth Spirit. Ditira Venge, so 1 roll Venge.
So roll, mid. Yeah, it's a position 5 of Visage.
Yeah. That is an interesting looking Mirana set. Look at that face.
Yeah, it looks like a
Looks like a stoned cat.
By,
Someone's hotboxed.
By stoned, you mean 420 stone?
Yeah, yeah. Someone's hotboxed their little apartment with their pet cat, and it's just like, dude.
That looks sick.
He's been into the catnip. Oh boy. Okay. Into game we go. Let's get this underway. Game 1, best of 3. Oh, yeah, you were talking about that, the Patos avatar, the profile picture, the Fields Magnus man.
Yeah, that's Pepe the Frog, also known as Monkas. We had a discussion because what you need to know about and what's relevant in 2018, it's quality porn and quality memes. That's what men discuss about, maybe politics from time to time.
Net neutrality, but that covers the memes and the porn, right?
Yeah, that's why we feel threatened right now. It's Pepe the Frog. It's the Magnus, actually.
Yeah.
The rhinoceros. Monkas Mag.
The Autobus. I missed that. When I used to listen to Villatcast a fair amount. And whenever Magnus was picked, you know, it'd be just, Den the Autobus! Skiver! Just talk. It's so good. So good. I used to love it. I miss me a bit of Villatcasting. So, Radiant side, Kinguin. We'll set this up for you. Kinguin, Radiant. Listen to me now, clearly. Radiant are Kinguin. Dire, Planet, Dog. Yep. Because we don't have a ticket. So, maybe we'll get a little bit interesting later on. But Ditira, one roll Venge, plenty of tangos. Tide is up here as well, with a Windlace, a bit of regen. They may be thinking about moving these lanes around depending on where the Doom goes, if it's an aggro try or aggro duel with Bane Tusk. It looks like Planet Dog are trying to get the best matchup for themselves, right?
This is a support Tide Hunter, actually. What? Judging by the items. He has a Gush, has a Windlace.
It's Gush level 1. Oh, you're right. Nice shards. In comes Katzor with the block there. The Infernal Blade as well. Ditira dead. Kinguin aggressively contest the bounty rune. They picked it up for themselves as well, right? Yeah, they did indeed. As they'll likely get 3 bounty runes. Nisha just TP's middle.
So who is a dog player, actually? Milan, Earth Spirit, Barania on... so it's 33.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off-lane Visage, the Ice special. But mid-lane Nisha does get taken down here as Barania. Lissash tries to get the damage in. Brainsap's ready. I don't know with this one. Oh, he gets it as well. That one projectile flying across. The one punch from the Bane. Trades off.
Yeah, even though they reduced the Brainsap damage, he still got a kill. It was 90, now it's 75. What's that support Tide Hunter? This looks more like my type of pub games. I love to roam around with whatever I get.
Support Tide used to be something that like when I used to cast with Toby a lot. We'd talk about redundancy of support heroes, right? Walking around and not doing anything. And Tide Hunter was always the example I made back in Dota 1, early days Dota 2. Mirana looks like she'll be fine with the leaps. But Tide walking around like 10 minutes in level 2 with Gush and Anchor Smash or something, no Ravage for like 20-25 minutes. What is this Tide? Do you have an idea of what this Tide is meant to be doing in this game? I don't.
Not in this game. I'm a big hater on two support roaming duos, melee especially, Tide Hunter and Earth Spirit. They need to make something happen.
Is it maybe a similar train of thought to the Clockwork and Nyx 4 role, where they get level 6 and they're still useful?
Yeah, maybe the reason behind it was because they instantly picked Doom, and Doom counters Tide Hunter, so they just swapped it around. I mean, he still could be targeting the Tide Hunter.
It is a lot of minus armor between Gush and that wave from Venge.
What? Did he disconnect? Yeah.
Ah.
I saw him standing. Probably got flamed.
Would he have got the kill with an anchor? I don't know if he was in range for an Anchor Smash.
He was standing, yeah. They would have gotten the kill.
Okay, that is super unfortunate then. Very, very sad. Doom's going to be thankful that he escapes. There's still a bounty rune there waiting for him to grab as well. So Nisha, mid Medusa, helped out by Bane. Mirana being forced all the way back to Fountain. And this is where Medusa will start really racing ahead with the last hits. Already about a wave ahead, yeah. Even more if you count in the denies. And then down at bottom, this Visage off lane. So we saw it from Ice a little bit on Mineski maybe 2.5 months ago. Not that distant in the past. He would go off lane and he would feed.
Yeah, Ice can make anything work or feed. He has 4 magic on sticks. He's
still gonna die. But yeah, this is what would happen. Like the Visage would draw the attention of supports here. He'd feed a couple of times, but when he gets level 6, shit gets scary.
Yeah, he can help the other lanes as well. Move it to the top lane, to the mid lane, just flash farm with it as well. Farm the forest, stay on the lane. I mean, it's pretty impossible to gank him once he gets level 6 because of the birds.
Yeah.
You just need to get to level 6. Oh, look at this dive.
Oh, he's kicked the Doom, but he still gets the kill. Orb of Venom coming into work. And Milan will get away with his life down to 20 HP.
Skeleton? What kind of skeleton this is?
It's a Doom skeleton, right?
Oh, yeah.
It must be.
I was thinking about Raid King, just some random...
Yeah, same, because it was banned.
25 seconds dead. Level 2, level 3 actually.
So, a long old time. So yeah, the Visage, you know, aiming to get level 6. Let's try and not feed too many deaths away down at bottom lane. But it does leave heroes like the Tusk to start stacking and pulling, and of course Exotic Deer will farm away with the tree grab and maybe even pressure the tier 1 a little bit. They've moved Tide middle now, trying to alleviate some of this pressure from Elisash, who, yeah, Kinguin's so good at this, just stacking Ancients over and over again.
Exotic Deer just goes to the enemy's secret shop, picks up the rune, gets bottle, fills it up. Now he's good to go. That's really... oh, another kill on Borania.
That's pretty deep. Not sure how the Mirana died there, but Elisash will get taken out by the 2 supports.
Double damage, Tide Hunter. What up?
Level 2 Snake and level 2 Brain Sap. Apparently enough.
The bottle is kind of underused on off lane because you can now buy it in the secret shop.
Arrow. Raindrops popped. Nisha has 8 wand charges with mana shield level 2. Looks like Nisha's perfectly fine. Milan definitely not. Killing spree here for Katsor's Tusk as Tide level 2 still. Not really feeling the impact from this support Tide Hunter just yet, but it definitely does feel like the Dire have this kind of, we get to level 6 and then we try to run you over kind of draft. But they're walking into things like, you know, Stone Gaze, Snowball, and the Doom.
Yeah, I just wonder what this Tide is gonna bring to the table. Like, what's the build gonna be? Probably some piss poor build because he's not gonna get anything, but still.
Tranquil's Soul Ring Wand, and then nothing. There's 3 small, like, maybe he'll get a cloak, right? Maybe he'll get a cloak, we'll see. We'll see. So a lot of emphasis put into this middle lane. Enfeeble now leveled up as well by the Bane, who is already level 4, 5.5 minutes in. Elisash, you know, helping out kill this Mirana twice now, and getting the solo experience from one of them. Very, very nice for him. Visage back to farming jungle with the Blightstone. 3-3, not too happy with this bottom lane right now. The level 3 Avalanche, the Tusk with the Snowball, and the blocking of the shards. So they'll ignore bot, they'll ignore mid. Doom, level 3 Scorched Earth up and Ice Armor is no longer a simple kill for this Dire squad to bring him down. But with 3 heroes here and level 3 Magic Missile, it should be enough. Gush to start things off, roll misses, but Ditchira will get the Magic Missile in. Now the Doom will get dropped lower and lower. Shouldn't be able to escape from this as the right click comes out from Venge. In the meantime, they got the trade-off kill though. Visage dies down at bottom.
Yeah, Visage needs to get to that level 6. That deep ward on the side of Team Planet Dog, whatever Team Planet Doggy style, old Hellraisers is giving a lot of info where Visage is moving. Even without it, you can just guess he's gonna go for that 6-minute rune. There's a couple of stacks already for Medusa.
And there's going to be a whole bunch more as well. So Borania being forced out of lane several times now. 15 last hits to the 40. and 21 of the Medusa, and the 41 and 15 Tiny.
Yeah, she has more denies than bottom has CS.
Oh yeah, that's real nasty. I didn't even make that correlation, but yeah, you're right. Jeez, that's super painful. They will try and smoke around, but they didn't find anything mid, so they now swing down towards bottom. Ditira making an early rotation. Aquila Gloves trying to finish off Treads, give a bit of space to Tide to reach level 6 up at top lane. But Kinguin feels like they know something is amiss. They know that heroes aren't in their lanes, and they're pinging out here. Katsaw will try and scout forward, kill off a tree to give them more vision in that area, and they know Earth Spirit's here. They know Visage is here, and by extension, they probably know Venger's here because she's not going to be farming jungle.
They're actually going on Earth Spirit.
Well, they do stun up the Tusk. No Snowball anymore, already expended. Running away from the rune, but the roll forward onto Exotic Deer. They have a geomagnetic grip. Some shards there from Katzor. TP away, but the birds fly over the trees. That's the level 6 Visage coming into play.
Nice try, though. Blocking the entrance with a shard so he can TP out. Doom is level 6. He might dive this Tide Hunter if he wants to. Scorched Earth is ready.
And he's got full mana with 6-1 charges. Maybe they try and force something in another lane as bottom. Ditchirad gets the swap in onto Tiny and a good roll in. There's Milan jumping forward, but the Avalanche catches two of them. Doom is TP'd here, now trying to get into this battle, but he's been slowed up. The bird's doing so much damage, and Doom falls without casting his ultimate onto anyone. The toss not quite enough to bring down the Venge.
He was trying to find a bigger kill than position 5, level 4 Tide Hunter, but he paid with his life for that. I mean, he was standing near the Tide Hunter on the top lane. He could have gotten him easily. Just did not want to use it.
They will get another big shrine in, though. Ditchira treads up, roaming around. Absolute madman on this Vengeful Spirit. But you're looking at this Medusa. Time to start thinking about farming jungle. Oh, already there, taking stacks, taking names, ancients built up. Not over on this side, though. Just the eastern part of the jungle where, yeah, we'll get Observer Wards, vision, and blocks here from the Earth Spirit.
Visage is level 7 with level 4 Grave Chill. Duration 7 seconds. It's only 3 seconds downtime. With Medallion finished, he applies a lot of pressure on the map right now.
I've not seen us build too often. Gravekeeper's Cloak has been that real mainstay of Visage, just being so tanky, and your birds nearby as well, giving you that extra endurance through little skirmishes here and there. But yeah, 3 second downtime on Grave Chill against heroes like Tiny and Medusa as well, especially, who rely on those right clicks.
Yeah, well, if you look at the lineup, they don't have the Drow, but they have Venge with Aura. It's like a poor man's Drow.
Poor man's Drow strat. Baiting Nisha mid. Elisash. Smoke expires. No jump comes in onto the Dusa. They'll shift themselves away since 3 of their own teammates have shown top on the tier 1. Radiant farming very well across the board, but these dire supports, they've got a reasonable amount of money themselves. We've got level 6 on Earth Spirit. He's got Urn already, 10 minutes in. Tide, Tranquil Soul Rings here, and he's also level 6. Planet Dog have done, honestly, a pretty good job at spreading the experience and gold and kind of spreading the load across these heroes. But it does mean, it's at a cost, right? You've got Avenger and Mirana who are starting to potentially fall behind the pack as TP's coming in from Kinguin. Tiny. That's a slow TP, a long one, so Boulder Smash not going to connect and the TP's cancelled as Planet Dog progress themselves towards tier 2 with the catapult going and these birds. Damage is flowing into this one.
Yeah, this tower is going down. Maybe they could have taken a fight. Tiny had the Arcane rune, which is the best rune you can get on Tiny. The fight... maybe he would have died there if they didn't show up that quickly with the birds. But still, I mean, they're gonna pressure the tier 1 on the mid right now because of the Ravage, the birds.
And just keep running down lanes.
Medusa just needs a couple of more minutes to come online. Needs also level 10 to get the Stone Gaze.
Yeah, I've seen a lot more players holding onto that Stone Gaze until like level 10, 11, 12. But Snowball in Earth Spirit caught, punched up and killed. But this is a big Ravage. In from the Tide, they kill off the Tusker 1-for-1, but Doom onto Visage means the damage is going to be lacking here from the Dire team. Ditya very low, but the Moonlight Shadow with no reveal, nothing here to see the Invis Dire heroes, and Helder Sash is walking into danger, gets the Brain Slap off of Medusa, tossed into the middle of the battle, kills off that little Vengeful Spirit as Baranya leaps out. Tide waddles away, but he, in turn, is found by the Doom. Visage comes in with a ton of damage. That Medallion going with the Visage Birds, killing off the Doombringer. Medusa has no shrine, trying to right-click down the Familiars, but the Earth Spirit arrives yet again. There's the Magnetize, and Nisha falling low. A double kill for Dog Player. 33 is cleaning up house. He might even get a triple here if he's lucky. Snowball will extend the inevitable back into the danger zone as the Tide secures that kill.
The problem is they did not have any reveal for bottom ulti. They could have gotten at least one, maybe even two kills there easily. Medusa just needs more time. The birds will not be the problem because of the split shot. Whoever she attacks, the birds also get the damage, but ooh, they're stealing their stack.
They sure are. Tide, 4 points in Anchor Smash. When he only just now leveled up Kraken Shell. But yeah, he has Tranquil, Soul Ring, and he's moving into a Pipe. So I thought maybe he'd walk away from this game with these items and maybe a Cloak, but he's done really well farming, you know? 3.5k net worth. He's ahead of the Doom, who has Devour, which is a little bit crazy for me, but the spread of the Dire net worth very, very nicely even across the bunch of them.
They took 2 towers and he did not die at all.
Oh, that's true. 205. That Tide. Exotic Deer now has the Blink Dagger, so this Tiny can start jumping into the action a little more freely with the help of Tusk and Bane. Potentially go and look for a smoke play of their own. As one's brought up by the Earth Spirit here. TP up towards top, defend Baranya. Keep the Mirana farming just for a little bit longer. Tide nearly has the full hood done, honestly. So, waiting game for Kinguin. Medusa has the Dragonlance done now, tanked up a fair amount. Tiny Blink. Is this where they start to actively, well, yeah, they're going in. That's the Mirana. Punched it to the air. Still tanky, though. Triple Leap, Urn, and the Tree Toss.
Yeah,
follows her all the way.
Interesting.
Homing tree.
Homing missile tree. What?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
If Planet Dog wins another fight, they can easily go to Roche with the Medallion plus the birds. The Venge has level 1 aura, Wave of Terror minus armor as well. Helps a lot.
Yeah, even just, you know, 1 or 2 kills, you kill off the Medusa. Walk into that pit. Take the Roshan. And there, look, Medusa level 12 now. First point of ulti. Are you gonna... No? Mana Shield? No, surely not.
Not yet. 20 damage, she just wants to excel the farm. Working towards Hurricane Pike.
And tank up with a Mana Shield.
Yeah.
So, from level 2 to level 3 Mana Shield, that's 0.3 damage per mana.
That's not that much. The ulti can change things, but it's costly. It's 200 mana.
Right, that's very true, actually. The mana cost is a big one as the Ravage. Oh god, it's only on to 3, maybe 4. The Doom brought down as the Bane was the first to fall. Now the Tusk punches the Tide, but Planet Dog are just walking all over Kinguin with this aggressive run-at-you lineup. The Boulder Smash not going to connect as Katzo traps in the Tide with the shards. The Medusa trying to get in with the damage, but it's just not working. Kinguin, what's happened here? They're walking into these fights feeling like they're strong enough to go in, but when the ultis are available from this Dire squad, it just feels inevitable that they're going to fall over and
It's hard to
cut
fight
down.
into Ravage, especially the position 5 Tide Hunter. You do not want to doom him. There are higher targets to doom. You want to doom Venge, you want to doom Visage as well. From Planet Dog perspective, they're making all these small items they can fight with, especially Visage. He has a full pipe ready, plus drums and Medallion. Has even Vlad's queued up. Just for the extra armor against Medusa.
Full 5-man group up team fight itemization, pretty much. Tanky plus auras. Hype for Tide soon. What does the little old Venge have? Mask of Madness has arrived. A little bit of money saved up as well. Actually, Dog Player, yeah, brings it out, the full one. Double pipe coming. No, Tide says, whatever, I'm going to go Blink. I was a little bit confused at that, why they'd have like a pipe on the Visage and then still one queued on the Tide, but he swapped it around. Kraken Shell, not going to get him out of this one. Tiny, though, might be in trouble with that long duration stun. Finally, the Stone Gaze arrives. Mirana leaps away, but they have found the Visage in the back. Boulder Smash will slow the advance, and it looks like Dog Player is fine. Swap now onto Medusa. In they jump, but the Mask of Madness maybe puts the Jiraiya in a spot of bother. Magnetized, though. This is where the damage starts to kick in. And they get the stuns. The 3-man from Milan catches the bunch of them, but they've got the Doom onto the Visage, so the Dire team not really doing that much to finish anyone off. It's just damage over time for the sake of holding this fight together for now. Maybe they can catch this Doom, though, with a roll forward and another Boulder Smash.
No stones, though.
Shrined up, you're absolutely right. The stone does finally come off cooldown, but Doom has already shrined back up to full HP.
This Doom does not deal any damage to the Visage because of the Graveskeeper Cloak. Plus the regen he has from pipe, what, 16 regen per second.
And that was a fight without Ravage.
Well, the thing is, these birds deal so much damage to Medusa and burn a lot of her mana. Bottom, just a couple of 100 gold away, actually, from the Fusel Blade. That's going to help a lot against Medusa.
Yeah, 40 gold away now after finishing off some jungle creeps. It's going to be very big. Nisha. Mask of Madness on. Mana Shield is off. Tide has Ravage, but in comes the Tiny. The Soul Ring was baited. Jump forward here, but a Boulder Smash quickly from Milan will potentially buy some time, but there's the toss. Exotic Deer clears up the Earth Spirit. In the meantime, Tusk walked into a shrine here of the Dire team, but Avalanche Ditira found yet again. Oh no, the toss wasn't there.
Lost the vision because of the bottom ulti.
Are they chasing forward for this? Off the shrine.
They can see it. Medusa has no mana.
That is a big...
Tied with a Ravage deeping.
I don't know if they can catch this though. Oh, maybe now with the bird stunning. Toss the Medusa away, get her out of danger. Exotic Deer getting stunned up again, but they don't want to walk high ground. Planet Dog intelligently just holding back. Don't go full throttle into this just yet. But when is it time to go Roshan? Like, you have Ravage right now. Could you think about doing that? You got all your lanes pushed in.
I don't think they want to risk it. They don't have the best Roche defensive lineup aside of Kinguin. They have Medusa ulti, but that's pretty much it. They have vision from Sigil, but
oh, hello.
That's the thing.
Grip cancelled. Again, a great silent stun from the Earth Spirit. Make sure that Mirana is able to leap away after a toss into Grip, and now the arrow onto the Tusk. Exotic Deer, he wants in. The final leap utilized by the Mirana as the birds arrive. One stun misses, the second one lands as Tiny held in place, grabs a tree, but in comes Venge. Ready with a swap into Magic Missile, the Ravage in onto 3-4. The Tusk is caught as well. Toss back, but Ditira has a ton of damage now. The Visage lays it in onto Tiny. It's coming through thick and fast, and down he goes. Medusa arrives, but the Magnetize comes in. Nisha, oh god, do you have your Mana Shield on? No, it doesn't look like you do. Still getting the damage dealt. Now Nisha with Mask Madness off, gets the Mana Shield on and is able to stand her ground, but Medusa running out of teammates very quickly. A triple kill for 33. The Visage is cleaning them all up. Finally, the Tusk snowballs onto Piranha, but it's not going to be enough. Nisha, one charge is up, but the Medusa dropping so quickly. The Venge is the only one that's died here for the Dire team, and down they go, 4 for 1. TP out from the Tusk will secure his safety.
What an unlucky timing on Doom. He doomed the Tide Hunter while Ravage was going out, so that was a whole Doom wasted. If it was different way around, they could have taken the fight. I don't know why Medusa did not have a Mana Shield on at the start of the fight, but whatever.
It didn't make a massive difference, but definitely awkward. So Kinguin running out of steam at this point, but Medusa still farming reasonably well, heading into the Butterfly after Mom, Hurricane, Pike. Does feel like Tiny, though, with his blink. Yasha into BKB has slowed down quite a fair amount. But it's kind of cool for me how 33, you said that he swapped from the carry position to the off lane.
Yeah, but now he carries from the off lane.
Look at him! Top net worth on the Dire team.
He tried to play the carry, but his hero pool was kind of limited.
Well, not for the off lane, though.
Not for the off lane. He just shines there. 11-2-4.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. What, 11? So 15 out of 20 this Visage has been involved in. Is there anyone else that's even close? I don't believe so. Vengeful Spirits 2, 3 and 11. Earth Spirit 1, 4 and 13. So very, very good kill participation across two of their cores, and then of course the Earth Spirit, the big support here. Oh, I never noticed that before. Milan has an Aegis next to his name, next to his HP bars. Because he went to TI, I guess.
Oh. Yep.
But then, why don't the others? Are they on different accounts? 33 went.
Maybe Milan won TI, or that's an indication that he's gonna win TI 8.
He's gonna win TI 8, yeah. I want to know what that means.
Double damage.
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, classic. Classic. Ditira says thank you very much.
He
they
saw,
spotted it.
That's... I don't know if they're gonna have enough time. Sigil is scouting, but with the double damage on Venge, level 3 Vengeance Aura plus Wave of Terror.
Run, Kinguin, run! Get into the pit, quickly! Roshan, 2,000 HP. Nisha, Stone Gaze, Force Staff in. There's the Ravage, slow things down. Roshan nearly dead. They've got the shards there, blocking Baranya in, but Nisha out. The Roshan's not dying. The split shot's going to work. The roll across. Earth Spirit stays alive, but there's the Aegis taken by Doom. Baranya is dead. Nisha clears it up, and there's a double. Down goes the Earth Spirit as well. The Doom in onto Visage, lasting a little bit longer here as Exotic Deer jumps forward with a toss, and it looks like 33 is dead. And you were saying that maybe the Dire were a little bit scared, even though Kinguin don't have the best Roshan defending or contesting lineup. That's just Stone Gaze. Stone Gaze, Stone Gaze.
Yeah, but if you look at the Roche, you're not facing Medusa. Maybe that was premature Ravage. So they could just finish the Roche. Now you have a Doom who has Aegis. Not the best hero who have the Aegis on, but still that
it's not on the Venge.
Fight around. Yeah. More bottom.
Oh, the bottom, yeah. Now, Kinguin, who felt like they were drastically behind this game. Sure, it was only a 2,000 net worth lead, but the way the game was going, it was definitely Planet Dog favored as one swing, down goes a tier 3. Aegis and Roshan in the hands of Kinguin.
Yeah, they don't want to rush anything, even though the Ravage is down, Earth Spirit ulti was down, they have Medusa, Tiny. They're satisfied how this game is going. Medusa just finished the Scotty.
Ooh.
Getting close to that level 20, 800 mana. Probably the Butterfly will be the next item because of the mischance against physical damage coming out from the birds. Bottom, mischance to burn the mana, also the damage.
So after a pretty demoralizing team fight like that where you're meant to get the Roshan, the Aegis, you're meant to slay Kinguin and get a 5-man wipe, but it goes completely the other way. What do you do as Planet Dog as an early game kind of pushing lineup who were looking to hit that timing? They've itemized for 30 minutes in to go and snap, end the game before the Medusa gets too big. I mean, they're going to go and try and fight, just bull rush down middle lane, roll forward. This is the plan for them now, but the Nightmare to try and save, sets up for the arrow coming through, but she's so tanky. No, still Nisha falling here to the Magnetize and the birds coming through. Nisha dropping lower and lower, pops to the one. No, the one shot is still there, now gets them up, but still dies. And Bane will fall the same direction. Doom's Aegis will pop. Planet Dog running down mid lane apparently works. They've got Ravage up in 3 seconds as well. Doom in a lot of trouble, being brought down by the birds and kicked back into 33. 14, 3 and 4 now on this Visage, as it looks like it might be Planet Dog's turn to get a tier 3 tower.
What is happening with the games today? It's like back and forth. One team decides to throw, then the other team decides to throw.
I don't know.
who's gonna make more mistakes, Dota?
Well,
Now they're gonna lose the Raxes, maybe even they don't have enough time. They're just gonna lose the heroes.
they're clicking tier 4. They're going all in. They were pinging it out saying, forget ranks, we'll go tier 4. Medusa dead for 20, Doom down for 20 as well. Tusk comes in to try and slow this down, but I think this could be game over. There's no glyph, there's no defense, there's no big AoE
kill the
clear.
front. They need to take one more fight. Ravage is up though.
Oh, they do have the Ravager right now. Tiny in, but he's silenced and stunned. The Earth Spirit keeps him controlled. The snowball back into Baranya, but Katsuo not going to be able to do enough. Now Earth Spirit rolling it away. Exotic Deer out of tree charges. The throne is dying and the Ravager's there. Planet Dog. Now they have to deal with the Medusa, though. The Stone Gaze is going to come out. Nisha, though, throws it after being stunned, so it's a little bit delayed. The throne is still alive, and Dichira is dying. Shards do push him back out and away. The Shadow Blade will be there to give him some semblance of safety, but they can't end the game. The throne is still alive. 28 minutes in, and they went for that deep hole dive, but they lose everyone. Expending so much to try and end that game. To be fair, they were close, but not close enough.
The decision making. I guess this is the wrong decision. They could have gotten 2 set of Raxes. Throne was low though. Not enough. I think this is gonna backfire.
So now what happens is that Kinguin go into the base and take tier 4s as well, right?
I don't think they have time. 30 seconds
Damn
until they spawn. At least they can take the Raxes. You know, Ravage is done. I have a hiccup, Gary.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Don't worry. It's these games that they're giving you hiccups with what's
my
happening.
mouth were wide open. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Your body is convulsing. Like it doesn't understand what's happening today in these Dota games. So an entire lane of ranks. Oh, the ranged one survives. 17 HP. Deny it. Go on. Deny. Deny. Get rid of that. Get rid of it. Let's they'll hold on to it. Kinguin back up to top lane. Scardy Medusa. Butterfly will be on its way shortly. As Tiny clears through some jungle camps. BKB SNY now up for him as the Assault Cuirass queued up. Planet Dog running down mid lane worked a couple of times in a row. Do you think they could try just run down and end again?
Yeah, they want to go in 35 seconds for Ravage, plus this time they have a Crimson Guard on Tidehunter, which will mitigate a lot of damage from Medusa.
Oh, it's a battle pass thing on Milan. Level 1000 battle pass or something.
At least we know who's not gonna win TI8.
Ah, yes. Mirana Illusion. Demolished. Nisha very far forward here. This Moonlight Shadow.
They have a sentry ward.
Have the swap into stun. Medusa being ripped to shreds. Tiny blinks in with the BKB, tosses the Venge, the snowball in. But Medusa dying very quickly, falling there. The buyback available might be forced to use it. The rest of her team still trying to battle as the Magnetize from Earth Spirit arrives. The Doom onto Tide means no Ravage for a while, but he's going to be back up and running now. Ravage is ready. The arrow slides on through. Medusa brought back, but now you have no Tiny. And it looks like the Dire team need their creep wave to come in. But they're pinging racks this time. I don't know if that's going to be the game plan, because Throne, half HP with no glyph.
Tiny has no buyback.
And Tiny no buyback, yeah.
No Doom, no Tiny, no BKB on Tiny, no Fiend's Grip as well. They might just go for Throne right now.
That could be
they're so cautious.
an option. Swap again. Medusa brought back. It looks like Nisha might be dying. The Ravage in. The snowball forward, but the Doom was caught in the back end with the Bane as well. Nisha getting out of danger very, very quickly. Dropping lower and lower. The Spirit Vessel.
One
Medusa.
more hit.
Mana Shield up, but the right click comes through and down she goes. This might be Kinguin dropping game one here as it looks like 5 heroes from Planet Dog focus the throne and game over. What a bizarre series of events that leads to Planet Dog winning game number 1 in this best of 3.
They actually made Tidehunter position 5 work. Look at him celebrating. I need to get rid of my hiccup, Gary.
Don't worry, you'll have a break soon enough. Amazing. So, Kinguin, drop game 1, Planet Dog showing a very interesting draft there. Venge carry, off-lane Visage, but yeah, the support Tidehunter working out. He got so much farm though, like The roaming Venge, once she hit like level 7 with not even treads yet, she had Aquila, Gloves of Haste, Brown Boots, and she started running around the map. Gave Tide top lane. Earth Spirit got a little bit of time mid while Borania farmed jungle. They seemed very good at spreading the wealth. Planet Dog confirmed communists, making sure everyone has their fair share. But it worked out this time.
The amount of damage that Visage Birds dealt, as I already mentioned, poor man's Drow strat, Venge instead of the Drow, really worked well.
Yeah. We'll let Lacoste deal with his hiccups. We'll take a short break. Game 2 coming up in just a little bit, so don't go anywhere. Poor guy. It's okay, Lacoste. You'll survive.